Oh, here's the bird's nest spruce. First thing I gotta do is I'll probably bring it down, chop it here. I don't usually like chopping these containers because I can reuse them for collected material, but this one's so deep anyways, you don't really want to have that deep of a root. You don't want the roots growing down that deep anyways. So and then I'll get to see what I have for a trunk in there, and then I'll clean out a bunch of the dead branches in there and anything that for surely won't use, and then I'll have to come up with some sort of design. Now, I have no idea right now, but you know, just the unique, strange shape of this tree makes it look more like a bush, so it's gonna be hard to try to get a natural tree shape. But we'll see what I can do. It might be something more conceptual versus a natural form. So here's the dwarf spruce. Now I've cleaned it all out. You know, you can see I've pulled off all that. You can see a lot more in. I'm right at that point where I got to decide for design. You know, it has a triple trunk, triple branch there coming up, so it really distracts the eye. The eye will come up and then it won't know what to do. So I'm thinking, you know, I had thought, oh, maybe I could chop one of these. But then it just the way the base, where the base would be, you know, like in this way, it's the tree's actually leaning back. So I kind of want the tree to draw you in and then come up and forward a bit. Now this one line here, I don't know if you can see it that well. This one line here, I'm going to try to capture. So I'm thinking that the front will actually be right here, and this will be my sort of first branch. So a lot of these stuff will come out. And since it's a you know, dwarf spruce, it kind of grows sideways, so it doesn't grow like a traditional tree, and that'll be the trick, right? Is how do I turn this into looking like a tree versus a bush? So you know, partly what I'm going to do is I want the movement to go this way and to pull you in, and then kind of come back out here. So this will be the apex of some sort, and I'm going to pull this right side in quite a bit. Yeah. Here's the tree. Took off about 70-80% of the branches. These are super hardy, really strong. It's got tons and tons of roots. And you can see the buds and these ones, they shoot out of everywhere. You know, there's just so much back budding happening in a zone like this. See, there's just a clump of 5 buds in there. So it'll just shoot right out. The last one I had, you know, it shot big, long shoots from there, so it'll really grow. Last time I wasn't thinking about sort of how it was going to develop. I was kind of just trying to get into its end look. This one I thought a little bit more about development, so I took quite a bit off with the hopes that a lot will grow. Getting close, you can see there's this huge root. It comes out here. I didn't want to have it sideways like this. That kind of makes a really sharp angle there, and if I'm trying to move it, the root, the plant that way, you'd want the root coming off this side. So I'm gonna angle it like this. Again, a nice wide base. Something here I was a little bit not liking, so this will grow in though and cover that in. But overall, I got the nice movement that I wanted. You know, it's a bizarre looking plant and tree, you know, trying to not make it look like a shrub. But I think I did a pretty good job because everything grows left and right instead of up and down, so I wasn't able to get like a nice long line. I was able to get some nice pads, which is nice. Let's see. See, I did quite a lot of wiring in there. There's some of these gins here and here, you know, I might take out at some point. I just left them for now. It does make it a little bit cluttered, but I think once it fills out, these will be some nice little lines that will shoot through. You know, a few bits that I tried to want to get away from was there was a split here in the branch, 3, but also just a split there, and if your eye comes up, it'll split. And I actually didn't want that, so I kind of used this. It's a little bit of an eye poker, but I don't think it covers too much, and I wanted to have this kind of empty tree, sort of, it rolls back and then comes forward, so it draws you in and then kind of makes a canopy. So when I get to pot it up, I'll have some nice empty space here and some nice rocks or something that will kind of bring the eye there to the start, and then you can kind of see the movement of the tree. But overall, I'm super happy. I got some nice pads on it. I think it'll grow out well. You know, I mean, the other thing I was looking at was like, what do I do with this 3? I thought about taking off one of them, but I decided to kind of leave. I didn't want a huge scar, and I didn't like the trunk. Like, this rolls back, so the tree actually rolls backwards this way, and then if you come forward here, the tree just, it comes right at you. So I kind of didn't like either of those features. But yeah, overall I'm actually quite happy. This here, let's say, is the front. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'd highly recommend working on these dwarf spruce. It, you know, really gets you out of that writer's block of bonsai, because you have to make so many decisions in there to get something. So super enjoyable. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe.